Praise the Most High. Praise the Most High. Bless the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, in the name of the Holy Son, Yahweh, by the Spirit of Truth, the Comforter. Kadash Makah, salutations to the seed of Israel. Okay? Praise the Most High. Bless his holy name. This Jeremiah 33:21. Jeremiah 33:22. As the host of heaven cannot be numbered, neither the sand of the sea measured, so will I multiply the seed of David my servant, and the Levites that minister to me. Praise the Most High. Okay? Jeremiah 33:24. Considerest thou not what this people have spoken, saying, the two families which Yahweh hath chosen, he hath even cast them off. Thus they have despised my people, that they should be no more a nation before them. Thus saith Yahweh, if my covenant is not with day and night, and if I have not appointed the ordinance of heaven and earth, and if I have not appointed the ordinances of heaven and earth, then will I cast away the seed of Jacob and David my servant, so that I will not take any of his seed to be rulers over the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. For I will cause their captivity to return and have mercy on them. Bless your name, Yah. Khan. Okay. A couple of nights ago, we did a stream dealing with why women should know what the scriptures say about marriage. And that was in Matthew 19. And that's where we're going to go next. Take a look at Matthew 19, right after the Messiah, gave his statutes about divorce, okay? When the Messiah gave his precepts about divorce, the disciples, we know they were amazed by that, okay? And then they asked, well, but they basically commented and said, yeah, if it's such the case with a man and his wife, it's better just not to get married. And the Messiah went on to say, you know what? That might be true for some, but everybody can't say that. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't just go without dealing with a woman. Okay, so let's take a look at it. That's Matthew 19. Okay, because it's not meant for everybody to deal with women, and it's definitely not meant for everybody not to deal with women. Okay, as you see, you're dealing with the physical seed being multiplied. In order for that to happen, the Hebrew people must procreate. All right. All right, it's about 10 minutes to 6 on the West Coast. All right, 10 minutes to 8, Houston, Texas. 9 a.m. on the East Coast, New York. Okay. Morning watch, San Francisco, California. Gatekeeping. All right. Praise the Most High. The elect, Ram Yahweh, E1B1A, 8A1. Also identified as EU290. Maternal haplotype. Okay. Which is amongst that seed that was just mentioned, the seed of David and the Levites. All right. That's right. Let's start at let's recap a little bit. Start at verse 9, Matthew 19 and 9. Praise the Lord. Matthew chapter 19, verse 9. And I say to you, whoever shall put away his wife except for lewdness, and hold on, that ain't the translation. Hold on. Let me change this translation. I don't know how that happened. I ended up in the Webster's translation. I don't want the Webster. Let me go to the new name, the restored name, King James. All right. It's like you're about to wobbling with the camera. I'm trying to adjust, get comfy, because I still got my backpack on my back, so I feel a little awkward. But I got to be ready to be mobile. All right, that's right, because the persecution continues. Don't worry, you scared to death that I'm going to bring out this word and get you. Don't worry about it, you heathen. You know I don't hide from you, okay? I walk in the light, you heathen. Unlike you stalking me and following me all day and day and night. All right, but let's finish feeding the flock of Israel. I'll deal with you momentarily. Go on, praise the Most High. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committed adultery. And whoso married her which is put away doth commit adultery. All right? His disciples say unto him, if the case of the man be so with his wife, it is not good to marry. But he said unto them, all men cannot receive this saying, save they to whom it is given. But there are some eunuchs which were so born from their mother's womb, and there are some eunuchs which were made eunuchs of men, and there be eunuchs which made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. He that is able to receive it, let him receive it. Then were brought unto him little children, that he should put his hands on them and pray. And the disciples rebuked them. But Yahushua said, suffer little children, and forbid them not to come unto me, for of such is the kingdom of heaven. All right, and again, what is the kingdom of heaven? It's the kingdom of Israel. That's right. And who's on the throne? King David. Who is who? A Jew, a man of Judah. So Jesus was referencing little children of Judah when he said, suffer these to come unto me and forbid them not. And that's literally and figuratively. Literally, let them come so I can put my hands on them. Figuratively, don't abort your children. Okay? Figuratively, don't be afraid to make babies and have children. Okay? For whatever reason. All right? That's right, man. So suffer little children. Suffer them. All right? In other words, be patient with little children. In other words, allow little children. Okay? And forbid them not. All right? Yeah, that's right. Okay? It's very important. You must understand and know the importance of children. All right? And the mercy that you must show them, the love that you must show them, the patience that you must show them. Why? For of such is the kingdom of heaven. All right? Yeah, that's right. It's going to be nothing but the Hebrew babies in the kingdom. All right? That's right, man. A little one becoming 1,000, a small one, a strong nation, man. All right? And he laid his hands on them and departed thence. All right? Now, let's go down to verse 29 and see something. No, let's start at verse 28, 27. Matthew 19:27. Then answered Kepha and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, ye that which have followed me in the regeneration when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So now you see what that prophecy in Jeremiah 33 was concerning. You see it with what the Most High is saying right here. Okay, it was going to be the Levites and the seed of David ruling over all Israel. Well, guess what? These 12 that was with Yahushua, they was more than likely Levites and men of Judah. Okay, and you heard what the Messiah just said. You can see these is going to be top judges, man. They're going to be on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, that's right, man. Just like we just saw in Jeremiah 33. Okay, so earlier in this chapter, you just saw where he said, suffer little children, forbid them not to come unto him. Now you see him saying that these disciples was going to sit on 12 thrones when he come in his glory, and they was going to be judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Praise the Most High. Okay? And you see that you had to forsake your life. You had to forsake everything because that was the condition. Let's see what Peter just said. That's right. We forsaken everything. We gave it all up, Master. So what we going to get? So the Messiah breaking something down for him. You, my disciples that's following me, y'all going to get something very special. And this is what everybody else is going to get. Verse 28. And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone, and this is what everybody that's going to get, the disciples get something very special. And this is what everybody else gets who done the same thing that the disciples has done. And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. You see that? You see the reward for the obedient of his elect when he returns and comes? And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, for his name's sake, all right, not just because you call his name, but because you was truly suffering for his gospel, his message. You sold all out in order to preach the gospel, the true gospel, all right? The one that deals with his 12 apostles being 12 judges, all right? The one that deals with the 12 tribes of Israel being a rod of iron to break the nations, the heathen with. That's the true gospel. All right. So if you've given up anything in order to preach that gospel, all right, you will receive 100-fold whatever you gave up, including women and children. You see that? Did he leave out? And he said you will receive 100-fold. Okay, of what you forsaken. And some of the things you forsook was what? Sisters, father, mother, you get one of them. Okay, wife, or children, or lands. Okay, for my name's sake. All right, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. So you see that? That's right. So the kingdom is literally filled with people. All right, men, women, and children. And if you've had to turn your back on any man, woman, or child that you love, that was your family, in order to defend the Messiah's name's sake, you're going to receive 100-fold. Of a father or a mother would represent elders, okay? And fellow saints represent brothers, sisters, things like that, right? But what about the women and the children? Again, it's literally souls, men, women, and children that fills up the kingdom. And you have to procreate in order to get that. All right. So, you know, you gotta endure the hardship and the trial of testing during this great tribulation that we're in. Okay. And sometimes you have to forsake. Not sometimes, eventually you will have to forsake some form or fashion your family. That's right, man. Praise the Most High. All right. So that's the regeneration. When you come back handing out rewards. So you're going to get all of that. Then on top of that, you're going to inherit everlasting life. That's right. Praise the Most High. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Okay. All right. Now let's get to the commandment. All right. Now we know he told Adam and Eve to be fruitful and multiply. We know he made our father Abraham a promise that he would multiply his seed. Now let's just get to you're dealing with the kingdom of heaven. So let's get to where the buck stops. And the buck stops with our father Jacob, all right? And I think that's going to be Genesis 35 that I want for this precept. So I can show you that you have to have people multiplying in order to build up this kingdom, all right? Let's start at about verse, I think, 9. Let's start at verse 9, Genesis 35 and 9. And Elohim appeared unto Jacob again when he came out of Padan Aram and blessed him. Okay? Now, how did he bless him? What did he bless him with? And the Most High said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. So he blessed him when he appeared to him again. And the blessing was what? He changed his name. Okay? Now, what's so significant about that? Oh, he blessed him with a new name. Well, it's everything significant with the Most High, man. Anytime he speaks is significant. Okay? That's right, baby. All right, so that name change went from supplanter to the judge of the Most High. So Jacob went from hustler to judge of God. All right, to Laki. I don't even want to. And you ought to know. You ought to know. You ought to know now. By now, okay, the name of the Most High. So we don't have to use that vain word God no more. So Allah, Yeshur Allah, Yeshur Allah, Yashur Allah. All right, Yeshur Allah. All right, Yashur Allah. Allah is what? The mighty one. Yeshua is what? Judge or prince. So he changed his name from Jacob or Yaakov, which was supplanter, to Yeshua Allah or Yashar Allah, Israel, which is Prince of the Most High. All right. Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. Verse 11. And Elohim said unto him, I am Allah Shaddai. In other words, the Almighty, the Most High, the Almighty. That's right, the Almighty Allah. All right, Allah Shaddai. And Elohim said unto him, I am El Shaddai. Be fruitful and multiply. Okay, so that's a commandment to Jacob to be fruitful and to multiply, man. All right, you see that? That's a commandment. Make babies, man. That's a commandment to Jacob. All right, so if you call yourself in this truth, then you know what I'm saying, that if you're a man of Israel, okay, because you if you're worthy, okay, if you're worthy, if you're the true seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, All right, that's right, man. And I told you already, man. I'm tried, tested, and approved, man. E1B1A8A1. All right, okay, not just no fluke stuff. But if you were to be called the seed of Jacob, man, you need to take heed to this commandment and keep it, all right? Because it builds up the kingdom. Praise your holy name, Yahweh. And Allah have said unto him, I am Allah Shaddai, be fruitful and multiply. Why, Most High? What's going to happen when I do that? A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. Okay? You see that? So you see who is the, do you see that? Jacob. Jacob himself shall produce a nation, and a company of nations shall be of thee. Okay? So you see now how in Abraham shall thy seed, in thy seed shall all the families of the earth be blessed. All right? Well, who's Abraham's seed? Jacob's Abraham's seed. All right? And who's all the families of the earth? All the families of the tribes of Israel. Okay? Now, when you break it down to the finest point, the seed of Abraham turns out to be David, all right, which would represent the tribe of Judah. No, let's keep it simple. We ain't even gonna break it down to the tribe, see, because you got families within tribes, just like David. His house was a family within the tribe of Judah. So let's keep it simple, all right. And I will bless them that bless thee, curse them that curse thee. All right, okay. And then I see shall all the families of the earth be blessed. That's what the Most High promises Father Abraham. So now, when you break it down to the finest point, the seed of Abraham turns out to be our father David. Okay, so that's his seed. Now, Abraham's seed is David. Now, in David, you get the Messiah. So the Messiah is out of the tribe of Judah, all right, the family of David, which is the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And so through the Messiah, through faith in the Messiah, all the families of the earth are blessed, meaning all the families, all the families of the nations of Israel. You see what I'm saying? They'll be saved, all right? That's right. Okay, and that's just a promise to us, man. Again, now to your heathen, they want to cleave to us. Only way you gonna be blessed is if you do acknowledge the truth. Because if you don't acknowledge our Savior, then you ain't blessed, man. All right, that's right, man. If you still calling us the byword, the nigga, if you still calling us a heathen Gentile nation, and we're not the Jews, you're not blessed. Okay, so it don't even matter. Okay, how you want to interpret this scripture, all right? Because the bottom line is the facts. What are the facts? The facts is that the so-called blacks are the real Jews. And so if you haven't confessed that truth, then you are not blessing Abraham. You're still cursing him. And so your happy heathen ass won't be blessed when the Messiah show up and hand out gifts, okay? That's the bottom line, all right? Yeah, that's right. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac to thee, I will give it into thy seed after thee. Will I give the land? Hey, this is a be quiet moment, okay? Because after that, and Allahim went up from him in the place where he talked with him. So when he came and visited Jacob last, okay, I think this is probably the last time Jacob got a visit. All right. Hey, man, gave him the commandment to be fruitful, multiply, and he confirmed the promise made to his father Abraham and Isaac. I'm gonna give you the land that I promised them to you, your seed after you. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac to thee, I will give it into thy seed after thee will I give the land. And the Most High went up from him in the place where he talked with him. Okay? So, and the land of Israel needs to be filled with people. And guess what? You have to You have to build up people, okay, through the process of procreation and marrying within the Hebrew nation. All right, that's right, man. He gonna fill that land with Hebrews, man. Okay, yeah, that's right. Bless the Most High. All right, I think that's good for now. All right, that's right, man. The commandment to build, to receive children, and to build up the kingdom. For of such is the kingdom of heaven. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. All right. In the land that I gave to your father Abraham and Isaac will I give unto thee and to thy seed after thee. The kingdom is about people. What people? My Hebrew babies. All right, that's right, man. The Hebrew people. Bless the Most High. So love your children, bless them, and pray for more if the Most High is willing. All right, that's right, because that's the fruit of the womb is a blessing. That's in the Psalms also. But we're finna move on. Salutations. All right, stay tuned. Going live at Montgomery at about 7. Praise the Most High. Salutations, Yasharala. Oh, let me see if I got any comments. I see a couple heads in there. Salutations, Mary Yasharala. Oh, Fly Tie Blizzy. If I found out I'm an Israelite and came in the truth, it's because I was chosen. Yes, my brother, that is exactly correct. It is because you are chosen, and that's what you call elect, my brother. Okay, yeah, that's right. And Mary Yasharala, what you saying there, my sister? What's going on? For sure, Fly Type Lizzie. That's right. That's right, my brother. No, that's his will. Okay, that's his will for us. Hey, that's his will, man. His will is for us to wake up out of our sleep, man. Because you know you can't have preachers of the gospel if you don't have people that know what the gospel is. Okay, and Matthew 24:14 clearly shows you that it has to be preached, the true one, the one that the Messiah was dealing with. That one has to be preached before the end comes. And well, what is that one that he was preaching? He was preaching the one dealing with the nations of Israel being restored to their proper place as rulers on the earth. That's right, just like our father David. All right, and Messiah dealt with vengeance on the enemies, man. Okay, he told you it's gonna be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah for the enemies when he returned. All right, that's right. So that's what it's about. We have to let these heathen know. We have to let these heathen know what they in for, and we also have to continue to let the lost sheep know who they are and whose they are. All right, and what the Holy Scriptures was all for. Okay, it was all for our learning. All right. That's what they were for. They were for our learning. And we might be perfect. All right, salutations, Joshua. Let's stay tuned. All right. That's right. I'm winning, watching, gatekeeping. Praise the Most High. Salutations to the elect. Shalom. Come Yahweh shall come. Ain't no peace to the wicked.